I think usability is important, full stop. It creates a happier, better user experience. That's going to create better outcomes for a business, and accessibility is a subsector of that, primarily looking at people with disabilities. So it's important to me that the man-machine interface is as usable as possible, which is why accessibility is important. I don't think it will, unless it's really kind of kick-ass, horrible legislation that I really don't see coming in. I think the biggest change that will drive accessibility is the fact that we've got this tremendous opportunity now where all these websites are upgrading their experience for mobile, and that allows them at the same time to address accessibility. The lost opportunity will be to make the investment in mobile and to not think about accessibility for all the different users, no matter what their capability. I'd like to see businesses becoming more aware of the possibilities and the simple changes that they can make. So as an example, making more use of audio and video, for example, instead of using just pure text. Video is now a far more cost-effective mechanism and way of creating content than it was, say, 10 years ago. And media such as audio and video is an easier way to consume. So that will help people with disabilities as well as create a better user experience. So it's those kind of things that people can do now. They don't need to wait for the technology to change or legislation to come in. I think they need to think about the requirements of their users in all their different forms and look at the simple things that can be done. Today we talked about just two, we talked about many things, but just two examples. One was the use of keyboard shortcuts. This is a capability that's been in websites for a very long time, but isn't often forgotten about now because we just think about the keyboard and we just think about the mouse, and the mouse is the primary way of navigating. But by putting in keyboard shortcuts, not only does that help with automated testing, but also helps with usability. I think the other thing to think about is the context of the user. And the example I used during my presentation was when you're driving, you're used to having a satellite navigation system, but you can't talk to it, it can't respond in real time. It's programmed when you start and it just keeps going until you get to the destination, or you get lost and it says go left or turn around again or whatever it might be. But wouldn't it be easier if you could talk to it when you're driving, and you could actually interact with information and content when you're driving? And those sorts of things could be done today. And businesses need to be thinking about that.